Hey everybody, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let me give you a little bit of an update on what's going on with the channel right now. Some of you may have noticed that there was no Civilization 5 in the 12 o'clock slot. As a matter of fact, there was nothing in the 12 o'clock slot today. I can't think of any other time since I started doing regular episodes in the 12 p.m. and the 6 p.m. schedule that any of them have run dark for any reason. First of all, before I cut into the explanation of what's actually happening, let me just go ahead and announce, for those of you that don't have a lot of time to listen to the whole video, there will be no content on the channel tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday as well. It's possible I will have content back by Monday, and I will definitely have the channel going again by the end of next week. I want to shoot for the beginning of next week, but I'm just letting you know, I very much regret it. This is not, for those of you who are new to the channel, this is not normal. I am incredibly frustrated to have to make this announcement. I like running the 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. slots. It's easy for me to do when I'm optimating. God, that's another thing about how I've been feeling for the past week. I can't speak straight. Like, my mind is just a cloud and random words come out of my mouth. When I'm operating at, optimal, which is, I think, where that word came from, efficiency, I can do 2 series a week, easy. And the fact that I'm not able to this week is incredibly annoying to me, but that's just what it is. The best thing for me and the channel is just to stop for a few days and pick the recording back up next week when I'm feeling better. So now let me give you a little bit more explanation of why this is even a thing, because first and foremost, what I have to say is me getting sick shouldn't even affect the schedule of the channel, unless it comes at a very bad time, which is part of the problem here. I record my stuff ahead of time. So if I get sick, I've got a backlog to go through, and I still have days, I have videos that I've already recorded that will still go on that day. I don't do daily recordings at 12 and 6 p.m. Of course, I've got a job. I have a life that I attend to outside of this hobby. I do most of my recordings at the beginning of the week on Sunday. So I'll record an entire series when I get up at 7 episodes, and then take a break and then do an entire series that way. And of course, if I ever have more free time, which during this time of the year I don't, but I have room for a 3 p.m. or a 9 p.m. slot built into the channel as well. And what you can see on my spreadsheet here is that, I got into this much of the week and this was done as of last weekend. I actually had a very good recording last weekend. I got close to the end of Crown of Charlemagne, so I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and finish out Charlemagne. And then with Planet Base on Wednesday or Thursday, I liked that I was so deep into the week with Charlemagne. I was like, well, let me do the same with Planet Base. So I recorded all the way until today's episode, which will air, on time at 6. What you just heard is part of the problem that I've been going through for the past few days. So what has happened is on Friday, I was so far ahead of the game. I was like, sweet, I'm going to have plenty of time to record the Civilization 5 start. On Friday, I came down with just a very annoying combination of, and I'll spare you the gory details, but just a combination of ENT-type symptoms, upper respiratory sinus issues. I'm not actually sick, which is another really annoying thing. It's all just up in my head and in my neck, my throat, my lungs. Like, I could go work out right now if I wanted to. I can breathe well enough, but the problem is I can't speak. My throat has been sore. It's not as sore today. It's transitioned more into just like a cough and a raggedy voice. But earlier in the week, my throat was quite sore. This Sunday and Monday or so, and I just couldn't record on Sunday like I normally do. So I haven't gotten better. Yesterday, I was able to record episode 0 of Civilization 5, the intro, and I'm very happy with it. But every time I sit down to try and do a 20-minute recording, and I've tried multiple times. God, I've done Civilization 1, the Civilization 5's first episode so many times, guys, and I've had to cut it. Because what happens is I'll just get to a point and my voice will go to rags. I'll have to clear my throat a lot of, a lot of that, a lot of coughing, sometimes sneezing, sometimes my breath gets stuck like it did a second ago that I pointed out to you. And yes, that stuff can be edited out, but here's the thing. When there's so much of it happening, that either my voice is getting raspy and or it's causing stops and starts in my commentary that are noticeable whether or not I edit, that's a problem. On top of the fact that this is my first series in Civilization 5 and I want it to be good. I'm not saying it's going to live up to all of my wildest dreams for how I want this series to affect the channel and how I want the presentation to go. I might not do as well as I want to, but I want my voice to at least be at the top of its game, if that makes sense. So I just have to put the brakes on a little bit and delay the beginning of the series because I've run out of time. I was sick all through the week and I just ran out of time to record ahead of time and keep the schedule going. Same with Planet Base. You know, I've got today's episode recorded, but I'm not going to record any Planet Base. I could today. You know, it's not something I have to focus on as much vocally, explaining things, but sorry. The thing is, I need to give my voice a break, and if I talk for 2+ hours straight, I'm not as likely to get better soon. So I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna completely take a break, and hope that things are better going forward. Next week, all these numbers will be different because the episodes are all getting pushed back. But Civilization 5 won. The other problem, and I don't think I mentioned this, I've tried to record this video so many times as well because recording on my desktop works a little bit differently, and if I don't do it just right, it's weird. It's super frustrating. So I've forgotten what I've said and what I haven't in this video already. But another issue that I have is that even if I am completely okay on Sunday, number one, I'm traveling this weekend to see some family. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. So I don't have just free time to sit around and be like, oh, sweet, it's Saturday and I'm feeling better. Let me go ahead and start recording. On Sunday when I get back, I won't have much time either because number one, I'll be traveling back, and number two, I'll have work to do on Sunday when I get back. I'll have a lot to do work-wise. So, and then on Monday, the thing is, Monday and Tuesday are my busiest days of the week. My busiest days of the week. Jesus, this is so frustrating. They're just of my current schedule. They're when I'm doing the most. So it is actually not very likely that I'll be able to have content going again by Monday or Tuesday. I'm certainly going to try, like to at least record an episode or two here and there. But what I'm really envisioning is probably by middle of the week, end of the week at the latest, I'll be able to pick the channel back up. This has just been the absolute worst combination of circumstances and timing and things happening in my life to where not only do I have to put the brakes on the channel for a bit, which I'm really sorry for, but I also I can't just fix it tomorrow. I'm getting busy within the next 4 or 5 days. Getting busy, you know what I mean? I'm going to be busy for the next 4 or 5 days. It's going to be nuts. And so I'm not going to have time to pick it back up until much later. So yeah, I'm sorry if I, again, if I'm coming across as crotchety or ornery or negative. The fact is I'm very frustrated. I'm angry at how long I have been sick / not sick, in this whole situation that I'm now in with the channel, because I consider my 12 p.m. and my 6 p.m. slots a obligation to you guys. Not obligation, but a commitment. Something that I mean, when you come to the channel and I say, hey, I have daily series, it's up on the banner at noon and 6 p.m. Like, if I don't have daily stuff coming up at noon and 6 p.m., I'm not living up to what I advertise to people that are coming to the channel for the first time. So I apologize in particular to first-time subscribers. I've had a few new subscribers pop in over the last 24 hours as a result of the Crown of Charlemagne finale. Yeah, that's the word. My brain's just not working. Thank you very much for being here. I welcome you to the channel. I'm sorry I can't welcome you under better circumstances, but we'll get everything started back next week as soon as possible. I want to say also to those of you who have heard that I wasn't feeling well and have said, very nice things, whether it's just feel better or have actually said, hey, just take your time and start recording when you're ready to do great stuff. I appreciate that. It means a lot. I'm still frustrated because I want to do better. This is my hobby and I enjoy doing it. And when it's tough to explain like why I'm so frustrated, but if I could put it in simple words, it would be I would actually feel a little bit better. I wouldn't be as angry if I was physically sick and it was preventing me from doing anything, because then at least, I would be debilitatingly ill. At least I would have an excuse, if that makes any sense. But because I'm not ill and the only symptoms I have are just affecting my voice, the only aspect of my life that is being affected is my hobby time and my free time for the channel. Hence my anger. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys for your patience and for letting me vent like this on the channel. It's been a very frustrating past couple of days. It's been a very frustrating day today because every day I wake up hoping I'll be a little better. And I am, but just not enough. So I look forward to seeing you guys as soon as possible, and it really will be as soon as possible. In the meantime, let me know what you think of the current series as they are, and I look forward to talking to you guys on the subreddit, Twitter, wherever it may be. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.